Last year's Rarity Collection booster set was one of the most unexpected surprises we've had in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG in years. An 80 card booster set packed with high level meta staples like hand traps, board breakers, and even key extra deck monsters, all printed in 7 different rarities ranging from super rare all the way to the highly sought after quarter century rare or QCR. Rest in peace to my QCR Baron that's wasting away in my binder. The set was an absolute blockbuster and was both a critical and commercial success, with the set often selling out at stores. In fact, Rarity Collection was so much of a hit that before it even finished its printing run, Konami had already began working on a direct sequel to be released just 6 months later. Well, now they've apparently done it again and tripled down on this set structure, as today Konami officially announced what essentially amounts to Rarity Collection 3. I say essentially because it's not technically named Rarity Collection 3, but for all intents and purposes, it is. Allow me to introduce anyone who hasn't already seen this on social media to the Quarter Century Bonanza. Just like with Rarity Collection 2, this set will be released exactly 6 months after the previous iteration, but unlike Rarity Collection 2, Konami has made this set absolutely massive. They're sticking to the standard 5 cards per pack, but the set itself is absolutely colossal. Forget about how the first 2 sets were 80 cards each. Quarter Century Bonanza will be a whopping 278 cards. It's 3 times the norm, and it's larger than the first 2 Rarity Collections put together by a lot. Konami's also trying to improve the value from what I could tell with this Bonanza, and they're doing this by replacing one of the super rares in each pack with a guaranteed platinum secret or QCR. I think that this is an absolutely phenomenal change because generally speaking, more QCRs means more bang for your buck or just more value in the set for the consumer, aka us. Assuming that platinum secret rares and QCRs have the same pull rate in this set, you'd be getting a 50% chance to pull a QCR in every single pack that you open, which is crazy because I don't think that we've ever seen anything like that. And I wouldn't even be mad if I pulled some QCRs for archetypes or decks that I didn't even play at that point, because you're just getting so many of them if you are buying like booster boxes of this product. Now, interestingly enough, and this is sort of the controversial part of the Bonanza set, Konami stated that the Bonanza set is sort of a combo set or 2 sets in one, as they described it. Konami says, quote, that guaranteed luxury secret rare in each pack is from a special and separate 200 card nostalgia pool that is available only in this luxury secret rare slot and is independent from the standard 78 card set that is also in this pack. So if I'm understanding this correctly, 4 of your cards will come from the standard 78 card pool that, we can basically just say is Rarity Collection 3. And then your last and final card, that 5th card, which is always going to be QCR or a Platinum Secret Rare, is going to come from this 200 card pool of nostalgia cards, which to me translates to, old school cards. And I think that we can all kind of speculate as to what they mean by nostalgia pool. Are we talking Edison format? Maybe we're going all the way back to GX era or DM for GOAT format cards. Regardless, if they reprint some of these super old cards in rarities like QCR, the GOAT and Edison players are probably going to go nuts for this, especially if you guys have seen some of the prices of those old cards. A lot of the high rarity versions of the GOAT cards or of a lot of the Edison cards, usually it's ultimate rare, they're extremely expensive and they're very difficult to find in good condition, especially if you want first edition. Now, I think that the downside here is that, if you're guaranteed luxury rare that's going to come in every pack, whether it be a QCR or a Platinum Secret, it's only going to come from a pool of old cards. Now, for someone like me who, I've played this game for 22 years and I also collect QCRs, me pulling random QCRs is fine. Old school cards, I can pull old cards like Solemn Judgment or Solemn Warning. I can pull cards like Giant Trunade and have memories of these old formats where I played these cards. But if you are a modern Yu-Gi-Oh player, maybe you're somebody who just plays Branded right now, or you play Snake Eye, you play Voiceless Voice, etc. You're looking at some of the info decks or whatever. you might not, that might not jive with you, that you're kind of being forced to get some of these like boomer cards, like maybe, MSTs and stuff like that, that you don't really care about because maybe you just play, current Yu-Gi-Oh! You're not into like the old formats and stuff like that. So that could be a little bit divisive in my opinion. Bonanza's release date is also apparently going to still fall within the 25th anniversary of the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, which, if I'm being honest here, I feel like we're just a few months away from being in like the third year of the 25th anniversary. I mean, I'm not complaining because Konami pretty much says in this press release that after this anniversary ends, they're not going to be releasing these old cards in the QCR Rarity, and they're only doing this specifically because of the 25th anniversary. Although I feel like you can take that with a giant grain of salt, because this is just my personal prediction. I think in like 2 to 3 years, they're going to kick off the 30th anniversary, and they're probably going to create a new rarity for that, and they're going to run this entire cycle back, because these anniversaries are not 1 year. So it's like, what's stopping Konami from a year later, just saying, hey, we're in the 30th anniversary now? We did get some card confirmations of a few cards that will be in the Bonanza. However, before you get too excited, there's a bit of a caveat here. Konami revealed Diabella Star the Black Witch, Super Polymerization, and Promethean Princess will all be in the set, but they will not be available in the QCR Rarity since all three of these cards already have QCRs. In fact, they made a note to specifically say that the practice of not reprinting any QCRs, it has not been by accident. It's something that they are very aware of, and they're not going to be starting that now. They're not going to break that practice. So if you are anticipating or you're looking forward to a card like, I don't know, SP Little Knights or the Wanted poster, those cards could hypothetically be in this set, but they will not be available for QCR. So if you're building a wish list and you want some of these meta cards to be QCRs, I think that maybe you should look towards to, maybe a Thunder Dragon Colossus, Fluunderies, Impin, Ritual Beast, Ultimate, Kanahawk, cards like that are in the meta, Sprite Blue, cards like those. Konami gives a quick breakdown of what each pack of Bonanza is going to look like, and I'll just say that I really like the idea of being able to get 2 QCRs in a single pack, even if one of them is a boomer nostalgia card. One thing of note here is that the packs are going to be $5.99 each instead of the previous $4.99 each. So on a per card basis, this is the most expensive Rarity Collection to date, although maybe you can say that that's balanced out by the fact that we're going to be getting a lot more QCRs, or the possibility of getting QCRs is just way higher in this set. Either way, I think that this set does sound incredibly interesting, and it probably has the potential to be a lot better than Rarity Collection 2. So right now I'm just cautiously optimistic. Obviously they can ruin this set by putting a whole bunch of bad old school cards that nobody wants, but if they put some really good ones in there, if you're randomly pulling a QCR Caius, even if you're not someone who plays Edison format, that's not a bad card to pull. You randomly pull a QCR Ryza out of a pack or a QCR Treeborn Frog, you can be like, wow, that's a nice little card to pull. That might be, $10, $15 I can sell to the Edison players at my locals or something like that. As long as they keep the card pool good, for both the new cards and the old cards, obviously this will be a very solid set. But I want to know what you guys think. What do you think of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonanza set, aka Rarity Collection 2? How do you feel that they did kind of slam in this 200 card set of boomer cards on top of a Rarity Collection? Because I really want to hear what people are going to say about that in the comment section below. Also, are there any cards that you want to see in here? Basically, what cards from the first 2 Rarity Collections, have you not seen that you want to get in here? I think that should be kind of your wish list for cards in Rarity Collection 3. Unless it's like a card that already has a QCR, then, maybe not. Unless you just need a copy of it, like a Typhon or an SP. That would be good cards to have in here. Whatever you think, leave that in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching as always.